So when I think about the future of the Internet of Things, I think about ecosystems. I think about the trees around us, the grass, all the stuff on the ground right here. Because I think we're at a very awkward point in history when it comes to the Internet of Things, where, there's a roster of devices on somebody's network, and you can add or remove them, you can update them, and it's very hard and concrete. You send out a physical device and hook it up to the internet, and you know the IP address, and you should still know all that in the future, yes, but I would foresee the future of the Internet things being more organic than that, where we have true ecosystems of devices talking to each other without human intervention as to what can talk to what, which sounds extremely scary right now because of security, and you want to know what devices are talking to your devices, because somebody out there who's nefarious could have bad intentions. But I think that artificial intelligence will get to the point where it'll be better at rooting out the problems than we ever could, and then already it is, but I think it'll be more automatic, without human intervention. So there will be artificial intelligence that looks at your network and finds out what devices are trying to talk to your devices that shouldn't be allowed, cuts them off from that communication. And while we're seeing the baby steps in that arena, I think that we haven't even come close to seeing that come in full force and see the true power of being able to just throw some piece of hardware out there with sensors on it, and it talk to what's in the area and decide for itself what information is important and what it needs to do with it. I mean, I could even imagine there being blank devices where you buy it, and blank in the sense that there's a very malleable program on there that can be shaped and formed by the user or by the machines around it. So you get this device in the mail, let's say, and you want it to do X, Y, and Z, rather than you turning it on and connecting it to your phone and then connecting it to your Wi-Fi, going online and typing in the key that has been printed on the bottom of it, and then saying, oh, well, then we'll hook that up to if this then that, let me log into my if this then that account. It's going to be more organic, where you pick up the device from the mail, you tell it what you want it to do, like you would tell Alexa now, and it does it. And the rest of it is, in your view, unimportant. Not magic, someone still built that, but that's where I think the Internet of Things is going, is, we're not there yet, and we're not going to be there for maybe a decade, but maybe longer, maybe less. But I think that's a very interesting bullseye to shoot for, is the true ecosystem of devices that are learning and sharing, much like us humans do. And much like us humans, they can detect a threat and say, well, let's avoid that and not listen. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. We're not there yet, but an interesting thought about the future anyway that I wanted to share.